Welcome back to MTG, everybody. Here with our adventure commentator, Liam.
Adventure? What?
Yes. Since we went on an adventure last time.
Sure. Is that the narrative?
It is always the narrative.
Oh yeah, because we're in the dungeon.
Of course. First match of the night, we have GDS versus Mono White Equipment. And of course, the adventurer.
Yeah.
Is probably in this terrible deck.
Captain Adventure.
Captain.
Chief Adventure. Chief Investigator Adventure.
So, seeing as like, I don't feel like Mono White has a whole lot of kill spells.
He's got Path. That's it,
But yeah.
He's playing Jank. So I'm really happy to have my opponent be playing Jank. Playing cards like Thoughtseize are really good against just Jank in general.
Yeah. Until he's like, what, like turn 3 Colossus Hammer you?
I mean, in an ideal world, he'd turn 3 Colossus Hammer everybody, right? But how realistic is that against a deck with 7 removal spells and 6 hand disruption spells?
Mediocre.
And your odds aren't stacked for you in this instance. Looks like he's got a mulligan. I kept my opener. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Your opener's pretty bad?
No, it's pretty bad when you mulligan against hand disruption.
Oh,
decks
yes.
in game 1. It's like slowly digging your own grave. I don't know. I don't remember who won the dice roll on this, so that kind of factors in as well.
I think you did. If I remember, just on the off the quick glance.
Got a hand that's pretty reasonable. Triple Sharam. So
you're gonna have to throw one of them back.
Yeah, that's pretty safe keep. He's got 2 lands, 2 Saram, actual sword, and then a Stoneforge Mystic, which is pretty reasonable. If there's gonna be like a removal spell or anything. Yeah.
Bobble him. Why didn't you bobble yourself, Liam?
Because I had a turn 1 play. So like, why do I care about what the top card of my library is when I'm gonna fetch and it's gonna be gone? Like, oh, cool, I would have drawn that. All right, bye. It's not the most useful thing ever. So he's got double Saram, Stoneforge, and an equipment.
Depending on what sword it is, I feel you'd probably just take the Stoneforge.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what's in the hand as well. He had a Plains on top of his library, so it was pretty much guaranteed that he wasn't going to make a turn 1 play. Then the question is, which turn 2 play is worse?
I mean,
I think I had a pretty removal. I think I had a couple of removal spells in my hand. I know there's a Inquisition, and then I believe there was a Fatal Push. So I take Stoneforge Mystic because that's the only thing that's slightly different in the hand of double Saram.
Yeah.
And like it doesn't matter if the equipment resolves if your goal is just to kill every single creature that equipment would be put onto.
Yeah.
Also, Stoneforge is a 2-for-1 when you play it instead of Saram, which is a 2-for-1 the next turn.
Yeah.
And then I drew a Thoughtseize for turn, so it's like hand disruption into double hand disruption.
So I feel like you're gonna take both Sarams.
Yeah. So this is in this weird instance, it would have been better for him to keep the 3rd Saram and to just bottom of the sword. Like, ha! 3 Saram.
Like, okay.
These are my things. Those are your things. Get rid of them all.
Yeah. Just get rid of those 2 things. I mean, on the plus side for Jacob, but you don't have a threat down currently.
Yeah. And spoilers, that's going to be...
That's the hammer.
An integral part of this matchup. Not having threats. So he plays the hammer. I had to read it. He was like, what is this? Oh, yeah. This is a meme. What's up, dude?
It's the best meme.
Scour and pass.
Don't even play a shock land to shock yourself?
Nope. Basic island. I'm at 10. You don't really need to aggressively fetch shock after that point. Usually you want to stay around 7 because of like a 1-mana 6/6 is good enough. And if your opponent's playing lightning bolts, you don't want to be put in like double bolt range or bolt range.
I mean, like if the sort of
War and Peace.
I want to say Light and Justice. Like, that's not right.
Yeah, so I just stub it to get rid of the card in my hand. Cyclo Street Wraith, play a tap land, pass back. Just like doodly doo 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 doo, spinning the wheels.
So that's the That's the equip guy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, we'll kill it.
it's Bush. No.
Inquisition you. There's a.
Oh, wow.
Forget.
So you're
That's the
both
one
on
that-
top draws.
That's the sword that when you attack you to destroy a permanent.
No, that's the Sword of Vengeance.
Yeah. So I play a shadow. He draws and plays a core duelist.
That's
What's this do?
equip for free, right?
No, when it equips, it's got double strike.
Oh.
Yeah. Like dismember it. I'm at 4. Bobble you. Hey, look, that's a path.
Oh no!
Like, well, this sucks. Get in.
Clock you for 9.
Yeah, get in for 9. Like, hopefully my bobble draws me
A threat?
stubborn denial off the top. And no, of course not. I'm like grabbing it, just like, yeah, it's gonna happen. The other land got milled. The snow-covered swamp is in the graveyard. So it's like, all right, it's gone. It's gone forever. Scions is a really good follow-up.
It is.
Path, though. It's like now we play the looting game. Now I attempt to draw into a threat. It's like, okay, TBR. I don't have a creature, so no. None of that. Plays a
Flare
living
Husk.
weapon, Flare Husk. Yeah.
That could be problematic for you.
There's a Thought Scour myself. Mill a stub, mill a push. Loot with the Scions.
So I feel like you're trying to find a kill spell.
I can find anything. A threat, a kill spell. There's a baby Jace. Jace Viren or Vern? Viren's prodigy.
Vryn.
Vrin? Oh,
God, Liam.
whatever.
Learn the lore.
They're made up names.
I don't know what he drew.
An equipment of some kind.
Spider Silk Armor.
Or or it's the shield.
A shield?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Gives +0/+3.
Yeah.
Attacks.
And Vigilance.
Yeah, he attacks for 1. I'm like, a cool, block it. All right.
Oh no.
So I got 2 loots this turn to try to find a threat. Like, all right, loot. Okay. Discard a land, loot. Okay. Discard stub. And Jace.
Downtick Jace cast Thought Scour.
No. You can just plus Jace on the dude. It's got no power. Thought Scour myself. Nothing.
Oh my god.
Cyclo Street Wraith.
Why would you not just cast a Street Wraith?
And I had 4 lands. Bobble him. So I go. Draw from Bobble.
God.
Got Fatal Push in hand. Like, if I would have kept one of the lands, I'd be totally down to just hard cast a Street Wraith at this point. You know, it is hard casting a 3/4 into a
how much does Hammer cost to equip?
It's like 8. Like literally 8 to equip. And it gives +10/+10.
And loses flying because it's a colossal hammer.
Oh, yeah.
You can't have a Squadron Hawk just carrying this hammer and cracking somebody.
Yeah, but you can have a Squadron Hawk carrying a Batter Skull, so whatever. That's the hammer is where we draw the line. Yeah.
Because it's a colossal hammer.
It's like Pokemon where you can fly with a Pidgey. It's like, okay.
I mean...
It's weird when they...
Walking's probably faster, but the Pidgey will get you there.
It's just weird when they include stuff like that, where it's like, oh yeah, I guess you technically couldn't... If you were flying, you couldn't hold a colossal hammer. That makes sense. And then you think about it for like a second, you're like, oh wait, hold up. How come everything else that isn't a colossal hammer I can hold? Actually, alt Royal Scions right there.
I mean, yeah, you might as well.
Draw 4.
Because yeah, you're not killing it. You'll still keep it on the board.
Yeah, the germ got fatal pushed, so... It's like, I'm going to flash back another Thought Scour. Because in drawing 4 cards, there's still...
it looks like you flash back an Inquisition to get the path out of his hand.
Oh, yeah, that I knew about because I bobbled him. There you go. Then finally get another Shadow. I had went through...
So many cards. I think it's a land.
I had like 20 cards left in my deck at the end of this game.
And it's a land, alright.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, sideboard... Leyline and Rest in Peace don't seem bad against you?
Rip is actually great because Rest in Peace completely nerfs Snapcaster Mage, which is a...
Also your Gurmags.
Yeah, it nerfs Snap and Gurmag Angler, which are both pretty integral to how the deck both like gains card advantage through Snap and then half of your threats is Gurmag Angler. That card's actually great. And then the white ley line is pretty good. It cuts away at a lot of the hand disruption. Although in this matchup, I board out a bit of hand disruption because I assume that my opponent's going to have like a white ley line with their mono white.
It also stops your Royal Scion's ult.
Well, I could just target a creature or myself. Probably die, but well, at least I drew 4 cards. That's pretty neat.
Go to 1.
Yeah.
Play a Death Shadow. They're like gut shot you. This game.
Mono white playing gut shot. What a world.
I still want someone to like die from, I think it's like Hornet Sting from Time Spiral. 1 green, deal 1 damage to any target. Just hey Liam, what? Hornet Sting you.
Okay. I guess so. I have a deadly allergy to bees. On my side, I brought in a braid and 2 Kolaghan's commands.
What?
I know.
Against an equipment-based deck? That seems like an awful sideboard.
Unreasonable. I think I might have brought in Brutality because it kills every creature he has. Don't quite remember. Seems like a pretty good matchup for Shadow, so you definitely don't want to go all in on over sideboarding and then completely change what your main board's doing.
That makes sense.
And then, I don't think I need Teamer Battle Rage in this matchup in order to win.
So why don't you just play Death Shadow and Legacy?
Because that deck actually does play an Underground Sea, and that shit's expensive. And then you don't technically have to, but most of them play 1 to 2 Underground Seas just for propriety's sake.
I could see 1 because sometimes there's a time you just want to get that, but
and then I'd have to get Force of Will as well, which I'm not super into getting.
So all I'm hearing is like $700.
Yeah, but I already have Legacy, Death, and Taxes. And I'm not married to Death Shadow itself as a card. I just happen to like Grixis a lot, and Death Shadow is a good Grixis deck.
So if you get...
Well, I mainly like Thoughtseize, and Death Shadow is the best Thoughtseize deck right now.
So then just play mono black. You get Sinkholes, you get Thoughtseizes, you get...
Well, I mean, Hymn to Turok is a disgusting Magic card.
It is.
There's that.
It's
ridiculous.
There's a reason Mind Twist was banned.
Yeah, and I think Hymn to Turok is better than Mind Twist.
I don't know, man. Being able to go like turn 1 ritual, like you discard 4 cards at random.
Yeah, but in that situation, you've added 2 other cards like into that mix.
Yeah.
Ritual, like anything is usually good. It doesn't have to be Mind Twist.
But Mind Twist is probably the best one because it's 4 cards at random. Like it's just like, oof.
Ritual Liliana the Veil might just be better. It's 1 less card. But,
it's 1 less card, but the thing is like, because Mind Twist was so good because it was the at random part. So it's like, oh, you kept a 2-land hand and some draw spells. Oh look, both your lands went away.
I mean, without Ritual, just Hymn to Turok on turn 2 is better than Mind Twist in the first 3 turns of the game.
But yeah, like oof.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do like that Legacy Death Shadow deck play Stifle. I really like Stifle. Stifle is just a fun card.
I'm not hearing a downside to you just dropping a little extra money.
Yeah, no.
Says the person who spent like $2,000 on a laptop.
Yeah, but I saved money for like over a year to do that.
So all I'm hearing is like 3 months, boom, you got Legacy done, Liam.
I'm not trying to spend money like that on everything. I'll just drop money all the time.
Liam, but you do.
Not really, man. I drop money on snow tires, like getting studded tires. That's like a boring ass long-term investment, though. That's not like... You wouldn't hear that in like a rap song. Like nobody's gonna in their brag.
That would be the best rap.
I bought snow tires for the future of my life. Yeah.
Ugh. Alright, Mono Equipment going to go first. Turn 1.
Did mulligan.
Flare Husk.
And go. If Grixis Death Shadow just says land go, something's up. There's no turn 1 play.
Stoneforge is... I mean, it's not looking real good for you right now.
Yeah, but do I care about Stoneforge Mystic?
I mean, the Sword of Feast and Famine. The Pro Black is very important against you.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good, because all my removal is black, except for the 1 Abrade.
Yeah.
But do I really care about Stoneforge Mystic?
I think you care more about what Stoneforge Mystic can get.
So, play Stoneforge, I follow up with Thoughtseize. He's got Saram. I think it's a path.
I think it's a red. I think it's the red-black sword and a path. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sinew and Steel.
Sinew and Steel. Yeah. Destroys an artifact or a planeswalker. I took the Saram, and then play a shadow. So, scary 1/1.
You're tapped out for, and he had a path.
I don't think it was a path. I think I was mistaken. Oh, wait, no, that definitely is.
I was like, I feel like that's a path, Liam.
I don't know if he had it in his hand or if he drew it.
I want to see he had it in his hand.
I mean, I was instantly ready to let the shadow go.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you have, like, a follow-up one in hand, then I would understand. Like,
I'm pretty sure I had a Gurmag Angler in my hand. And
okay.
I was like, I don't care if my shadow gets path. It's whatever.
That's fair.
There's some reason. I chose not to take a path, so I'm assuming I had some sort of reason for doing that. Giving a lot of faith to myself in the past.
He was like, please don't be high. Please don't be high. Please don't. Nope, it's drunk. Damn it.
I'm boring, man. I don't do anything like that.
I see. Follow up Death Shadow.
Yeah. Stoneforge activates Sword of Sinew and Steel. Hey, there's a big destroy 2 damage.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I guess that's kind of the problem with mono white. They don't have a way to
draw cards.
I mean, they have Saram, but
yeah, no, white is super underpowered and has no good cards.
There's the hammer. Trigger gets to draw a card and play another 0-drop equipment. Ooh, that's a pure steel paladin, and he does have metalcraft. So if you can't clock him this turn, you could be in trouble.
Yeah, he puts a bunch of crap on a pure steel paladin.
Oh, he puts it on Saram.
No.
No,
he's Saram. There's no. He has the pure steel paladin in his hand. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah. Nothing's equipped. He's just moving them all into one section. Yeah. Oh no, that's a Thoughtseize. Oh no, it's Fatal Push. Okay,
push Saram.
He's still in it, depending on what you have in hand.
I didn't attack because my shadow was a...
It was a 2/2?
Yeah. I know. I don't think I've... Did I go to combat? What am I doing? Yeah, no. Yeah.
Drown in the lock, yeah?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, if that hits, then you were definitely in trouble. Because it's like, here's a 12/12. Here's a 12/15.
Yeah. Man, I've been sideboarding Drown the Lock. Our card's actually really good in the sideboard. Because in a lot of these fair matchups, it is actually just terminate counterspell.
Yes.
Like, no questions asked. And in some of these matchups where you're, like, it's just so good to have versatile cards like that in your sideboard. Like, Abrade kind of feels the same way. It's like, hey, multiple reasons that I can bring this card in. It's like never bad.
Oh, that's a royal, giving it +2/+1 trample.
Yeah, and the equipment on the Stoneforge Mystic
gets +0/+3, I believe.
No, it's the one that lets it add mana to his mana pool.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever that one is.
Okay.
Something McSomething face.
Paradise Mantle.
There, that's the one. I was close. Super close. Yeah, so first striking the shadow makes it a 4-power first strike trample.
Yeah.
So it's a free safe attack.
Like, Path the Gurmag Angler, condemn the Death Shadow, watch Liam cry.
No, just condemn the Gurmag Angler and then the shadow dies. That's all you need.
Watch Liam cry.
I haven't wept openly about... I can't remember the last time I wept openly. I don't think condemning my shadow is going to be what puts me over the edge. Probably not.
Depends on the day you've had, right?
I mean, if my family got killed and I'd been just suppressing all my emotions up to that point, and that's what tipped me over the edge, maybe. It's like, you know what? This is the last straw.
Not drop my keys at the door before I got in the house.
Yeah.
Not run over both family animals. This.
This is the final straw.
So if Jacob doesn't draw something here, he's just dead. Like, Pure Steel Paladin, I think, would be, like, the best top draw.
I mean, even then, you Pure Steel Paladin, you equip to... If you Pure Steel Paladin, put a bunch of equipment on a dude, swing in, it gets chump blocked, and then you have to equip everything back onto the Pure Steel Paladin to block the next turn.
Yeah.
And then on... Wait, does the hammer give trample?
I don't believe so.
I don't
Nope.
think so.
All right. Just did not have an additional answer. Unfortunate.